Accusations against him affect his message to the Congress and the nation. We'll have latest news and analysis.
Next stop, Dover. Dover, Dover. Dover, Dover. Next stop, Essex Junction. Essex Junction. Next stop, Southampton. Southampton. Next stop, Portsmouth. Portsmouth, coming to Portsmouth. Portsmouth. Chichester, next stop. Hi, Chester. Laconia. For all you rail fans, Mr. Chevy, who has the friendly concession stand at the Laconia terminal, is offering free coffee and donuts. lot of planning, 5 years, spent about a year laying out the track work and the plans, and Paul Riley may not know it, but I planned it for operation, even though, he's been a great one in operation. And not just running trains, I try to keep it so that the track work wouldn't be too much track, and I try to design the scenes so that the scenes are more important than the track itself, but it looks like it belongs. And it's been a great pleasure in doing it. And I've had an awful lot of help from a lot of members, really. Bob Weston in helping in the design of the basic plan of the freight yard here that has yet to be built. Don Hills and all his work and taking pictures as I went along, which has been a lot of fun looking back over the time. Ernie and coming down and making some good comments about my rock work, which I will paint some of them brown, Ernie. But he's right, there's too much gray, but all those things will have to be done later. And of course Carl, who's done a fantastic job in all the track work. And then my friend Tony Lemo, who's done a great job in building the turnout, the turntable at the roundhouse, and he spent about a month at it. I gave him the kit, and from the time he started, he needed a machine shop to build it. I mean, it was a kit that required an awful lot of work and effort, and all his labor has been worth it as far as the operation. It's a wonderful, it's a diamond scale turntable, and it really works wonderful. I hope it works tonight, as long as Murphy Law doesn't come into effect.
Is it all metal?
It's no, it's cast.
Wood and the bridge is wood with plastic overlay. The arch is all metal castings. Yeah. It's just the gearing is so bad on it. I still got a little backlash I couldn't get rid of, but I had to make new bronze bushings to move the pinion shaft over so to get rid of all the backlash. It's a hell of a job.
And Matt Sheedy has helped in the thoughts on how to card system for a card control system for the railroad. We haven't used it yet, Matt, but that's the next major project, to start laying out all the industries and making up the car cards. The waybill system and probably a modification of the system. Carl's been working with John Pryke on his system, which may be some use to me too. And so when we get all done, I hope to have as many of the club members that want to become operators down here and have some fun. And that's why I built it, was to have the group get together and kind of have a lot of fun just switching and running trains with a purpose. I mean, it should have a purpose in running it. I'm sure I missed out on some people, but a lot of people have provided me the incentive to do it, and the needles and so forth, which have been fun. I've learned a lot of things that if I'm starting a new railroad, one of the biggest problems we have is this damn homosoap. It's in laying ballast in, do the ballasting before you put the track down, the rails down, because once you wet the ballast and put the cement on it to freeze the ballast in place, you're going to get shrinkage and expansion on your track work, which is what we've now found with a lot of the switches that Carl spent a lot of time making. They get out of gauge. So it's a lot better to...
They don't do it on plastic.
On the plastic they don't, but these are the wooden ties, yeah.
That's why I usually I use paint for
I
them.
paint-
Seals it. And,
I do paint it. I do paint it, but it still did...
I use the paint for the adhesive.
Oh,
I
do
don't
you?
spray water on it.
Yeah.
I learned that many years ago.
So we've learned a lot of...
Don't you ever use shellac? Polyurethane's another one.
Originally, I used shellac. Just
Yeah.
to spray everything with shellac.
Keeps out the moisture.
Yeah, seal it, yeah. I should have. There's a lot of things that I've learned from doing it, and a lot of mistakes that we've made,
We've
but
got a lot of track work left.
we've got a lot of track work left, right.
Not a lot, comparatively speaking.
Carl has a lot of track work left.
Right.
So remember the shellac.
Another thing is electrical turnouts. They're a nightmare, even though they're great, but they're a nightmare. And this mechanical system that we've got using the airplane controls is a godsend. I mean, it really works. It really works great.
It's just one.
And you get your positive point contact through the slide switches, and you get good operation. And they're silent. It's nice and quiet. With that, I'd like to have everyone have a little glass of champagne. Let's have a
Indeed.
golden
Merry
spike
Christmas.
ceremony.
I can't even do it.
There we go.
Well,
You can't do it, huh?
There we go. One down.
Look proud. Look proud. Look happy.
Tom Coughlin, 91 years old, eh?
Who told you?
There was a new girl in the bandstand.
How's Wayne?
Jack Merrill. More than you and
Big guy. Go around a curve. Hold him right up. Touch each other. But a lot of weight. That's real heavy. Well, you know how heavy he is. Right. Backman.
Yeah.
This is heavier than most.
Windsor came back into the States.
But I think the shot is like a goal, like an after
I can't put it back, you know?
That evening.
I'd have gone over here.
3.5 foot radius.
5 foot radius.
Yeah, 5 foot radius. What are you shortening up?
So I cut out the section, get all my ties, and I'll just lay in the one stock rail and then go from there.
Oh, yeah. You can go anywhere. Right? It's very common. And I got